Rise and shine, beloved, rise and shine. I'm here. Go ahead, tag a friend, tag a family member. Let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. Let me just pull us up over here on this device on Facebook and make sure that all is well. All righty. So let's go. Here we go. We are here. Let me just throw a grand rising up here in the comments and we're going to get activated and we're going to go. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, beloved, we are here. We are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Spiritual Success TV Live, where we are lighting the way to help you create a clear path forward on your spiritual success journey. All right, with that being said, let's do what we do over here. Come on in, give me a great grand rising. Let me know that you're here. I'm excited about where we are and where we're going today. Great grand rising, Lisa. Come on, let's activate. I apologize for being a few minutes behind. Take a good healing deep breath in. You know the drill. And exhale. Let's fully and completely relax, beloved. Let's take full advantage of this sacred moment. Come present right here, right now. With this next breath, we just release everything that we did prior to stepping in to this sacred activation. Deep breath in. Exhale. Turn the focus inward. Tap in, beloved. Tap into the rich inner life, the kingdom of God that is within. Knowing that all is well. One more for the power of 3. Deep breath in. And exhale. Yes. Now, you know, my spirit is singing a song. It is a made-up song. But what I just heard in my spirit is, I feel miracles, miracles, miracles. I see miracles, miracles, miracles. I know there's miracles, 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 waiting for me to receive, waiting for you to receive. So open up your heart and receive. Open up your heart and receive your miracle. Now that was fresh off the press. I don't know where it came from, but that was fresh off the press. I feel that all in my spirit. I'm receiving that for myself. I will open my heart, open my mind to receive miracles. And all that means is that there is another level that can absolutely, hey, present moment, great, glad to see me, great grand rising. I love that name, present moment. Yes. That, beloved, is turning over in my spirit, and I don't want to miss a prophetic moment. Open up your heart and receive miracles. That means that I feel like there is a knock on your door today, and you've been feeling and sensing this knock as well. It's time for miracles, miracles, miracles. Not something that is so abstract and so far away, but I have the sense that it's right here in the present moment, right? Right here, the present moment is always the moment of power. So let's go. I don't want to miss something because I'm feeling such a prophetic wind. I want to make sure that I tap in and I flow with all that we are being asked to flow in. Yes, a knock came. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, it did. And I've been thinking of you. I haven't seen you in a little while, but my mind fell on you about a week ago. Just released a prayer. Pray all is well. All right, beloved, it's time. This is just stirring. I feel it all in my spirit, all in my soul. Can we just land there just for a minute so that we get the prophetic activation? Anytime something drops, y'all know I don't come here, I never open up like that, but that came from the sacred realm of Christ consciousness, that 5D realm, and it just stirred in my heart. New song, new sound. That is what we want to take away today. All right. So what we wanted to talk about today is something that we all need to revisit. And remember, I'm just here to put you into, yes, present moment, connected. She says connected. Yes. I'm here to put you into remembrance, because everything right now is about you remembering. Please put that in the notes. It's time to wake up and remember who you are, the powerhouse that you are. It's time to remember. So I'm looking at the email that I sent you guys over the weekend, right? And I'm going to go right from here because I want to talk about something important, right? One of the most powerful truths that I've learned on this spiritual success journey, walking this awakened path that we are preparing to go much deeper in, right, is that you are never stuck. Can you please just put it in the notes? I know you know it, but it's going to help you to write it. It's going to help you to declare it today. I am never stuck. I am never stuck. It doesn't matter what circumstance look like. It doesn't matter what the news say. It doesn't matter what the economy says. I am never stuck, right? At any given moment, rather in the middle of a challenging conversation, staring at a bill that you don't know how it's going to get paid or where the money will come from, or feeling the weight of a quiet sadness. A quiet sadness. There's a whole lot packed in there, right there. Because many times there is a quiet sadness that we just skip over, right? And there is a term floating around called functional freezing. And that's a deep topic that I know many of us live with and live through. And that is that point when you just feel like you're frozen, like you can't move forward. You know what you want to do. You have ideas about what you want to do, but you're frozen. And that being frozen and suspended in animation just brings fog and confusion and indecisiveness, right? So rather you're feeling that quiet sadness, or if you've recognized that you're in a functional freezing moment or season, meaning that you're functional, doing your day-to-day tasks, showing up where you need to show up, but really and truly, you're not present. You're not in the moment. You're not participating in your life. You're just going through the motions. And again, it's like you're frozen in time and you're stuck and you can't move. But we're here to shift that today, right? You have the sacred opportunity, beloved, to shift anytime, anywhere. Now, I want to hone in on this, right? Because this is the gift. This is the gift of being both human and divine. And this is what Yeshua, the Christ, came to demonstrate for those of you that have that tenet of belief, right? This is what Yeshua, the Christ, came to demonstrate, how to be human and divine, and how to tap into your divinity at any moment, right? So this is a gift to be both human and divine, the power to choose again, to rise higher, to align with the frequency of your truest self. Can I pause there for a moment? Because I know you know this, but what I'm after today is to wake you up to a remembrance to your truest self, what I call your God self, the Christ within, the God within. To wake up and remember that not only are you human, you are also divine. You have this divine nature because you're made in the image and the likeness of the Almighty Creator, right? This shift is not about denying quote unquote reality, or what's showing up in your 3D realm of appearance. It's not about being in denial or pretending everything is fine. It's about remembering that your vibration sets the tone for what unfolds next. Let's unpack right here and build, right? So you have this superpower, beloved, and the superpower is being able to choose to change your mind, to activate a new beginning mindset as we are doing this month. That is your superpower, to be able to shift anytime, anywhere. And so what we want to look at is that, again, choosing, making a choice. I may be in a functional freezing season where I'm just freezing up. I'm not moving forward, not really moving backward. I'm at a standstill, but in truth and essence, if we are not moving toward life and creation, we're moving toward death and destruction. Please put that in your notes. There is no such thing really as standing still. Even when you look at an airplane, when it's in a holding pattern in the sky, for those of you that's ever flown and been in a holding pattern, talk back to me, right? Even though it appears that the plane is not moving forward nor moving backwards, there are many things still going on that could put that flight in jeopardy. It's still burning oil. It's still burning electricity. It's still using all the components that airplane need to be able to stay in that position. And the longer you stay in a holding pattern, the more dangerous it becomes, right? So we have to be able to make a choice and a decision to come out of this functional freezing, right? So when you choose to rise higher, to align with your frequency that will set the tone for what you truly want to see next in your life. Now, let's just take a breath here. Let's take a breath here. And exhale. As I said, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is about waking up and remembering, right? So when we talk about raising your frequency, because it will set the tone for what's going to happen next. I almost feel like, I often say this, beloved, more is caught than taught. So I'm just going to throw some things out. Let your spirit catch it. Stir up your ability to remember, and then let it float and let it go. Because one thing I've come to understand more than anything is that you have the power to choose. You decide. You decree. You set the tone. You plant the seed. You declare what's going to happen next. I almost went back to my days of being in church in person, saying, can you turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, what's next? You got next, but it's going to be you that's going to declare it. And one thing I've come to know beyond everything else, beloved, if you are not willing to do the sacred work, the real change, the real shift that you are looking for will not take place. You'll keep going up, down, in and out, one step forward, 5 steps backwards. Come on now. We all know this, right? Okay. So, as we said, the shift is not about denying reality or pretending everything is fine. It's about remembering that your vibration sets the tone for what will unfold next. The moment you raise your frequency, the change, the energetic environment of your life starts to shift. Now, this is what I want you to see, beloved. Even the smallest, teeny, tiniest steps start moving things in the direction you want to go in. So let me just see, talk back to me. How many of you say, Dr. E, I know I need to move forward. I know I'm not making the progress that I should make. I'm in a holding pattern. I'm in a functional frozen season where I'm really not taking the steps I need to take. It's all about taking one teeny tiny shift at a time. So what we want to look at today is how to discern or how to recognize your shifting point when it's time to shift. When everything is here to support you, you will have a feeling of boredom, a feeling of frustration, a feeling of dissatisfaction with the way life is. All of those are indicators. We just want to read them. We don't want to sink into it, but we want to read them and discern them, because this level of boredom, weariness, or frustration is an indication you have gone as far as you can go on the level that you're on, and everything, your angels, the ministering spirits, everything in the unseen realm, your ancestors are all knocking at the door saying it's time to shift. A shift is not as difficult as you may think it is, but you have to be able to discern or recognize your shifting point. When it's time to shift, when it's time to move. You're bored with the people you've been with. You're bored with the conversations you've been having. You're tired of doing the same thing over and over again. You recognize that your life experience has shrunk down to almost nothing. You're living in a little teeny tiny box, doing the same 3 or 4 operations every day, every week, every month. There is more. Breathe, beloved. I am light. I am love. Yes, 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 real. Absolutely real. So, we talked about these intentional anchors last week and using them to be able to bring yourself back. I just have to stress this, beloved. Doesn't matter where you are, how far you've gone, how buried under your circumstance you may feel today. You can shift anytime, anywhere. And I just speak and breathe life over you today. And I say that you are strong enough. You are smart enough. You are powerful enough to make another choice, to choose how to shift and come out of where you've been. One of the spiritual success tools that we use, that I use often, that I created, is the 1 in 7 tool. And for those SSLers, you need to go back and get that tool. I'm telling you, we are in a masterful moment right here. This entire month of August, we're in a masterful moment of going inward and reflecting and making a decision to shift. When we get to next month, y'all have to excuse me. I feel this strong. Yes, yes, it's needed. It's needed. I feel this so strongly, beloved, that as we go into next month and we prepare to come into community, into the Awaken Path series, this is all about you making the decision that you're going to bet on you. You're going to go and do what's necessary. In this universal 9 year, the number 9 of finality, completion, turning point, bringing things to a close. It's all about you voting for you, taking a stand for yourself and saying, I'm out of this. Not I'm coming out. I want you to declare, I'm out of this. What is this? That place of functional freezing, that place of indecisiveness, just feeling the frustration and the boredom, but not doing anything to it. Now, you've heard all these things probably all your life on your spiritual journey. Beloved, I'm here to reinforce. You are so powerful. There was so much power. Everything that Jesus the Christ spoke and demonstrated, I want you to start owning that as you. That was a divine demonstration of how to use your power. That's what it was. And I know in our religious experience, we were raised thinking that Jesus the Christ was something set off to the side, right? We would talk about the only begotten Son, but forgot about all the other sacred texts that says that we are sons. We are joint heirs. We are made in the image and likeness. As he was, so are we. And he just came to play a role to show us how to live out of our divinity. But it starts with you making a choice that you're going to shift, right? All power has been given unto me in heaven and earth. Now look, beloved, I'm giving you this power, this same power. Look at the symbolism. This is nothing but symbolism. To tread on scorpions and serpents and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. All is being said is that I have given you the authority and the power to tread on everything that wants to rise against the knowledge of truth, that wants to oppose what you have been granted. But we have to do the sacred work. So this month of August, as many of us in our community, we're going into deep consecration. And this is not a generic consecration where we just give blanket instructions, right? And tell you, know this, know that. No, it's more personal than that. Because only you know that one thing that has weighed you down and anchored you in a dimension that you really desire to come out of. In other words, you know the things that did not benefit you moving forward. Whatever it is, when you're in soothing, when you're in coping mode and you're just going through the motions, right? And you're coping, whatever you pick up to soothe yourself, rather it's excessive shopping, gossiping, alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever it is, right? The vice is the vice. How you medicate is how you medicate. You know what it is that is hindering you the most. You know what you're being asked to let go of, and you know what you're being asked to let in. Don't play like you don't know. You already know. You don't need anyone to tell you. That, beloved, is your consecration commitment. Now, giving up the sugar and the fried foods and the fast food, all of that is good. But beloved, that's so elementary. That is good because it helps you get in. It helps to arrest and lighten up your fleshly element so that the spirit can ascend. So all of that is good, but that's not the major point. The major point is what you know, right? It's all about what you need, right? Releasing those hindrances. You know what it is, and I want you to just take one, and this is the one we all been working on. What I'm talking something real. Give me a second here. Let me lay this down before we close. You know that one thing, and remember, sin just means missing the mark. We're not talking about vices, because by the time you pick up a vice, you've already missed the mark. So it's not about the vice. It's not about, oh, I smoked, oh, I drank, oh, I had sex, oh, I got high again. It's not none of that. That's the vice. That is just the act that brought into manifestation what had already happened within you. Missing the mark is the place where you disconnect, where you come into misalignment. And that misalignment manifested itself as a vice. So in our old religious tradition, we were taught to focus on the act. The act is not where you miss the mark. You missed the mark where you disconnected and got into misalignment. And sin, missing the mark, is nothing to be punished, beloved. It's something to be corrected. Can you please put that in your notes? Sin, Hebrew het, missing the mark, is not something to be punished. It's something to be corrected, something to be brought back into right alignment. So you know what the vice is because it showed up that way. Rather, it's just watching way too much television at the wrong time, spending money you don't have to spend, right? Overeating. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. These are just things that we use to soothe and cope when we are not moving forward. That is what depression is. It's when you are stuffing down and pressing down the Holy Spirit, the Spirit's promptings and agendas for you to take the next step. When we stuff it down, we become depressed. And then we soothe ourselves in that depression, right? And I'm not talking about chronic, right? So when we look at this, you know, beloved, you know what I need to let go. What do I need to make room to let in? And that is what we focus on the rest of this month, right? Over the next 21 days. This is what we're going to focus on. Each day, I want you to get stronger in your consecration. Ask Spirit to interrupt you when it looks like you're getting distracted, when it looks like you're forgetting what you're setting out to do. And then, beloved, I want you to join me on the awakened path. Now, the awakened path is for you. If you have already begun to wake up, and there is just more information for you to go and look into that. If you are awakened and you're on your spiritual path, but you find that you keep running into conflict with old beliefs, that fear-based doctrine that you were raised up in, fearing that you're missing God or you're missing the mark or you're out here by yourself, or I don't have a covering, now I'm going to hell. All of that stuff, if you're battling with that, if you're afraid to explore, you're afraid to really hear the divine guidance and how to move forward, this is for you. If you're ready to go deeper into your specialized and specific calling, not no cookie cutter assignment, but something that is so unique to you that you know you're on the right path. We will be deprogramming, detoxing, decommissioning, decolonizing, all of the things that we were programmed into that's holding you up. All the things that you adapted and created and lived your life that's hardwired in your nervous system, that's hardwired in the brain. Thoughts and actions that fire together, wire together, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says. How to deprogram that. How to really walk this awakened path so that you are fulfilling your spiritual assignment, beloved. And that is what we're here for. So go ahead to the Awakened Path, right, at ilonasanders.com/TAP for the Awakened Path. And we're going to get started. All the information is there. There's even a tuition plan where you could break things up if you need to. But we are ready to go, beloved. So we're so thankful and so grateful. Let's come together, take a good healing, deep breath in. And let's sow seed today. Let's sow into this word. I don't know about you. These are all the ways that you can sow. Let's sow a $28 seed. If that's too low, do an $82 seed. Do an $18 seed. Something with the number 8 in it and the number 2 in it. We are ready for a new beginning. 888. We just came through the Lion's Gate on the 8th of August, right? We want to sow into the word because we want to water it. We want to nurture it, and we want to get the harvest of what it is that we want to let go so that we can let in, what we are here to let in. All right? So we're excited about the Awakened Path. sow seed, be a blessing, and I'm going to release you with many blessings. SSLers, we will not be in the Success Lounge tomorrow, but I'm going to release you with many blessings for the rest of your day. Bye for now.